Hi students, in this video I am going to explain you exercise 9.1 of application of trigonometry. That is, we also call it as heights and distances, right? So we use the Pythagoras theorem and some trigonometry concepts, only the basic trigonometry concepts which we had in exercise 8.4 in the whole chapter of exercise chapter 8, introduction to trigonometry. So we go with the problems. Now look here. Exercise 9.1. First one. A circus artist is climbing a 20-meter rope which is tightly structured and tied from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. Find the height of the pole. Here it is given figure directly. Here it is pole. A pole is given and this is the 20-meter rope tied to the ground. Find the height of the pole if the rope makes an angle of elevation 30 degrees. See, while you are doing these problems, you should understand one thing. When you are looking from bottom to top, it is called angle of elevation. When you are looking from top to bottom, it is called angle of depression. And the angle should be taken with always with x-axis. That means when you are looking from top bottom to top, there should be a horizontal line from where the angle is taken. Even when you are looking from top to bottom, there should be a horizontal line along your eye where the angle is taken for the angle of depression also. So the angle should be taken only with the horizontal, always. And here, so we need height of the pole. See, height of the pole, if you consider this as a right angle triangle and this is an angle. To find the height, here h is there and hypotenuse is available. Opposite side and hypotenuse are available. Opposite side and hypotenuse will come in sine theta and cosecant theta. Let us apply sine 30 degrees so that opposite by hypotenuse, so that it is 1 by 2 value according to the table. So it becomes opposite is h by 20. So you can cancel this 10. So h, height of the pole is 10 meters. Okay. See the next question. A tree breaks due to storm and the broken part bends so that the top of the tree touches the ground. See, actually there is a tree here and it is broken from somewhere. When it has broken somewhere, this broken part will fall on the ground. So what we say, take this A, B, C. This is also tree and this is also tree. Tree. And this is the broken part. Tree 2 we take, tree 1 we take. Because it is a broken part. The broken part falls on ground. Now what happens? Touches the ground making an angle 30 degrees. This is making angle 30 degrees with it. The distance between the foot of the tree and the point where the top touches the ground. Foot of the tree and the top where the touches the ground, it is 8 meters. And you are asked to find the height of the tree. Height of the tree, h we need. So first of all what I do is, adjacent side is available, you need to find out opposite and you need to find out the hypotenuse. So when adjacent is available, I go with cos 30, it is adjacent by hypotenuse. So it becomes root 3 by 2 is 8 by, let us take this as y, tree part, y, and tree 1 part we take it as x, 8 by y. So when you cross multiply, bring y here, it becomes 16 by root 3. In the same way, to apply opposite and adjacent, I take tan 30, opposite by adjacent, it is 1 by root 3, it is equal to x by 8. If you want x, it becomes 8 by root 3. 8 by. Now, height of the tree will be x plus y because this is a tree and this is also a broken part of the tree. So, total height will be x plus y, that is 8 by root 3 plus 16 by root 3. 24 by root 3. You can still make it into simplification. You can write it as 8 into 3 by root 3. So it becomes 8 root 3. So height of the tree is 8 root 3. See the third question. A contractor plans to install 2 slides for the children to play in a park. For the children below the age of 5 years, and she prefers to have a slide whose top is at a height of 1.5 meter. And it is inclined at an angle of 30 degrees. Whereas for elder children, she wants to keep a slide of height 33 meters and inclined at an angle 60 degrees to the ground. What should be the length of the slide in each case? Length of the slide in each case. Say in the first case, the height is taken as 1.5 and the angle is made at, it is making an angle 30 degrees. And the other slide is at a height of 3 meters, that is a little bigger, 3 meters, and making an angle 60 degrees. 3 meters. What should be the length of the slide in each case? Length of the slide means we need to find out hypotenuse here. Let us take this as x and this as y. Okay. So to apply this, what we do? We have opposite side and we have hypotenuse. We need to find out hypotenuse. So we have to go with sine theta or cosecant in both the cases. 1.5 by x. This is 1 by 2. 1.5 by x. Cross multiply. X is 3 here. Same concept we have go with here. Sine 60 is 3 by y. This is root 3 by 2. 3 by y. I cancel root 3 with this root 3 times. So y is equal to 2 root 3. Okay. See the fourth problem. The angle of elevation at the top of the tower from the point on the ground, which is 30 meters away from the foot of the tower. See here, there is a tower here, AB. From the foot of the tower, the angle of elevation, that means from the foot, this is, let us take as C or P. From the foot of the tower, the angle of elevation is found to be 30 degrees, and this is at 30 meters from the ground, which is 30 meters from the foot of the tower. You have to find out the height. Here, what happened? We have adjacent side and we need to find out opposite side. So how to find out this? Adjacent, opposite, you can apply tan or cot. So let us go with tan. Tan 30 degrees is equal to h by 30. This is 1 by root 3. H by 30. So what I do is h equal to 30 by root 3. You can leave like that, or otherwise you can write 10 into 3 by root 3. So it becomes 10 root 3 meters. So the height of the tower is 10 root 3 meters. Now fifth question. A kite is flying at a height of 60 meters above the ground. The string is attached to the kite temporarily tied to the ground. The inclination of the string to the ground is 60 degrees. Find the length of the string and assuming that there is no slack of the string. You have to find out the length of the string. So there is a kite here, kite at A, above the ground. At what height? It is at 60 meters height above the ground. 60 meter, and this is a string. The string is making an angle 60 degrees the ground. Now you have to find out the length of the string. Yes, find the length of the string. That means you have to find out the hypotenuse. Opposite side is there. Hypotenuse you have to find out. Go with sine 60 equal to 60 by let us take x. 60 by x, opposite side by hypotenuse. Root 3 by 2 is 60 by x. So x is equal to 120 by root 3. You can also write this as 40 into 3 by root 3. So you can cancel this. Final answer is 40 root 3 meters. Sometimes in some questions they give the value of root 3 as 1.7 or 1.732. You have to substitute. Otherwise you can leave with root 3 only. Okay. Now sixth question. A 1.5 meter tall boy is standing at some distance from a 30 meter tall building. Say there is a 30 meter tall building here and some 1.5 meter boy is standing here. A, B, C, D. Now what is happening? The angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the building increases from 30 to 60 as he walks towards the building. Say before, when he was here, the angle of inclination was 30. When he comes here some distance, the angle of inclination becomes 60. See, whenever you are taking an elevation, angle of elevation or angle of depression. When you see from bottom to top, it is angle of elevation. The angle should be always with the horizontal. So we should draw a horizontal here exactly parallel to the base. Now if this is 1.5, this will be 1.5, this will be 1.5. So this will become 28.5. So the total becomes 30. Now we take some point here, P, Q, some R. Okay, here the angle of elevation was 30 and now here it is 60 degrees. This is the story. Now what happened? What did they ask us? Find the distance he walked towards the building. He needs X. Let it be Y. He needs X to find out. Now distance that he walked is nothing but X. X distance he walked. Now we consider the triangle from triangle ARQ. Look at the triangle ARQ. So if I apply the formula of tan theta, why I am applying tan here? Because opposite and adjacent are available. 28.5 by y. So it is root 3. 28.5 by y. So y become 28.5 by root 3. In the same way, now we consider triangle from triangle ARC. Take the triangle ARC. Now also apply tan 30. It becomes 28.5 opposite side by adjacent. Adjacent become now x plus y total when you take the full triangle. So it is 1 by root 3 is equal to 28.5 by x plus y. Now cross multiply x plus y is 28.5 root 3. We have y value here. So x is equal to 28.5 root 3 minus 28.5 by root 3. So you can take 28.5 common. It becomes root 3 minus 1 by root 3. 28.5 into 3 minus 1 by root 3. So 2 into 28.5, 57 by root 3. You can write it as 19 into 3 by root 3. So it becomes 19 root 3. Okay. Now see the seventh question. From a point on the ground, the elevations of the bottom and the top of a transmission tower fixed at the top of a 20-meter high building. Say there is a 20-meter high building here, AB, 20-meter high building. On that there is a tower. There is a tower here situated. On it we don't know the height. Let it be height h. H. From the bottom, he is observing both. What is he observing? From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the first bottom. First he is observing bottom and then the top. Bottom and the top of a transmission tower are 45 and 60 respectively. That means when he observes the bottom it is 45 degrees. When he observes the top it is at 60 degrees. Now you have to find the height of the tower. So it is h. Let us take this as x. Now we take the small triangle first. From triangle PAB. If I apply angle is 45 here, tan 45 is equal to 20 by x. Tan 45 is 1, 20 by x. So x is 20 because tan theta is opposite by adjacent. See why you may have doubt that why we are taking tan, sir. That depends on the available sides. If opposite and adjacent are available, you can take tan or cot. I am taking tan, which is comfortable. Cot is also comfortable. Now I take the big triangle. From triangle PAC. Now we take tan 60. Opposite side. Now opposite side become opposite to 60. It is h plus 20 by x. So this is root 3 h plus 20. X is root 20 again because we got it here. So cross multiply 20 root 3 is equal to h plus 20. H equal to 20 root 3 minus 20. Take 20 common, it becomes root 3 minus 1. Okay. See the 8th question. The angle of elevation on the top of a building from the foot of the tower and the angle of elevation on the top of the tower from the foot of the building is 60. If the tower is 50 meter high, find the height of the building. So there are two things here. We don't know which is bigger. One is the tower and one is the building. So we take one as the tower and one as building. Now what did we say? The angle of elevation. Oh, I'm sorry, this is 9th question. 8th is different. 8th is A statue 1.6 meter tall stands on a pedestal. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue is 60 degrees, and from the same point, the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal is 45 degrees. Same thing, look here. What is happening? There is a pedestal here. AB is a pedestal, and there is a statue. This is statue, and this is pedestal. So what did they say? A 1.6 meter tall statue stands on the top of. This is 1.6 meter statue. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation on the top of the statue. From a point P on the ground, the angle of elevation on the top of the statue is 60 degrees. 60 degrees. And from the same point, the angle of elevation on the top of the pedestal is 45. From here, the top of the pedestal is 45 degrees. Let it be h and let it be x. Find the height of the pedestal. You are asked to find out h. See, from on the pedestal, there is a statue situated. From a point, he is observing the top of the statue as well as the top of the pedestal. Now, if I take the small triangle, let us take the small triangle. From triangle PAB, tan 45 is equal to h by x. 1 equal to h by x. So h is equal to x. Now, if I take the big triangle, from triangle PAC, tan 60 is h plus 1.6 by x, because the height opposite side will be complete height. So this is root 3 equal to h plus 1.6 by x is nothing but h. So root 3 is equal to, I just replace like root 3 h is equal to h plus 1.6. Bring h here. Root 3 h minus h is 1.6. Take h common. Root 3 minus 1 is 1.6. H is 1.6 by root 3 minus 1. You can leave like that, but still you can simplify. Root 3 plus 1 by rationalizing this. So it becomes 1.6 into root 3 plus 1 by, it looks like a minus b into a plus b, denominator. A square minus b square. So it becomes 1.6 into root 3 plus 1 by 2. It becomes 0.8. 0.8 into root 3 plus 1. Okay? Now look at the ninth question. There is a building, angle of elevation on top of building, there is a building and a tower. Building and a tower. We don't know height of anything. So see, this is a tower and this is building. Okay, what did they say? The angle of elevation of the top of a building from the foot of the tower. Let us assume that both are standing on a straight line, horizontal. Top of a building from the foot of the tower is 30 degrees. And the top of the tower from the foot of the building is 60. So if it is 60, it should be more height. So it is 60 degrees. 60 degrees. Now what did they say? If the tower height is 50 meters, so this is the tower, this is 50 meter. Find the height of the building. You have to find out h. This is the story. See, you can observe one thing. Why did I draw little heighter from the tower as a height? Why? Because when it is 30 degrees is little low to the ground, 60 degrees will be little more. So this height will be little more. That is the reason. Say 30 will be here, 60 will be here. So the height should be little more than this. When 30 degrees height is this one, 60 degrees height will be little more. That is the reason. Understand? Be very careful while you are drawing this. Okay. Now which one we take? Let us take this as x. Now first I take the triangle where both the where more values are available to us. From triangle ABD, if I take tan 60 opposite side by adjacent, 50 by x. It becomes root 3 is 50 by x. So x equal to 50 by root 3. In the same way, if I take triangle from triangle CDB, if I take tan 30, it becomes h by x. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. h by x. So I take cross multiplication, h is equal to x by root 3, or you can also write 1 by root 3 into x. 1 by root 3 into x value is 50 by root 3. So it becomes 50 by 3 meters, or you can also write the 3 16 48 to 2 by 3 meters. You can convert it to mixed fraction. Exactly. See the 10th question. Two poles of equal heights are standing opposite each other. See, two poles, both are of equal heights. Okay, A, B, C, D, standing opposite to each other. Okay, let us find the distance between them is x. Which is 80 meters wide. The distance between them is given 80 meter. 80 meter. Now, from a point between them on the road, the angles of elevation to the top are 60 and 30 respectively. From a point between them doesn't mean that it is exactly at midpoint. It may be somewhere else. So from a point, don't take it as midpoint, it's very important here. From a point between means anywhere on the line. One is angle 60 and one is angle 30. Okay? The angle of elevation of the top of the towers are 60 and 30 respectively. Find the height of the poles and distances of the point from the places. Height, if it is h, this will be h because two poles of equal heights. And also distances. If I take this distance as x, this will be 80 minus x because it is given the total distance is 80. Now I take the triangle from triangle CDP, tan 60. Tan 60 I can take it as h by x. Root 3 is equal to h by x. So x is equal to h by root 3. X equal to h by root 3. Now keep it like that. Take the triangle from triangle ABP, tan 30 equal to h by 80 minus x. 1 by root 3 equal to h by 80 minus x. Cross multiply 80 minus x equal to root 3h. So 80 minus x equal to root 3 into h is root 3. Here we write h as root 3x. Root 3 into root 3x. So 80 minus x is 3x. 80 is equal to 4x. X equal to 20 meters. After getting x, you can find out h with this. H is equal to 20 root 3 meters. The height of the pole is 20 root 3 and the distance is p. P will be at a distance of 20 meters from one side. The other side it will be 80 minus 20, that equal to 60 meters from the other side. Okay. Now see the 11th question. A TV tower stands, figure is given here. A TV tower stands vertically opposite from a point on the other bank, directly opposite to the tower. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 60. This is the bank of the river CBA. This is 60 degrees. From another point 20 meter away from this point, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 30. Here this is 30 degrees. Find the height of the tower and width of the canal. So this is a canal actually. This is x and this is h. This is a canal. There is a tower here. From this bank, he is observing the top of the tower. It is 60. After walking 20 meters behind, away from C, the angle of elevation is 30 degrees. Now you are asked to find out h and x. Now first I take the small triangle from triangle ABC, tan 60. Why I am taking tan always? Depending on the available data. If opposite and adjacent sides are available, then we go with tan theta. It is root 3 equal to h by x. You can also take it as h equal to root 3x. Now take the big triangle from triangle, which is C. from triangle P. ABP or ABT we take. Better ABT. ABT tan 30 is equal to h by 20 plus x. So 1 by root 3 h by 20 plus x. Cross multiply 20 plus x is h root 3. 20 plus x is equal to h is root 3x into root 3. So 20 plus x equal to 3x. 20 is equal to 2x. X is equal to 10. When you get the value of x, then height of tower h equal to root 3x, that means 10 root 3 meters. Yes, it is right. You see the 12th one. From the top of a 7-meter building, the angle of elevation of the top of a cable tower is 60 degrees and the angle of depression of the foot is 45 degrees. Determine the height of the tower. Say there is a building here and there is a tower here. Building and tower. CD is a tower. This is a tower. And this is building. Why building is small? I tell you. Because from the top of a building, this is 7-meter height building. He is observing angle of elevation. That means the building, if he is observing angle of elevation, means the tower should be more height than the building. So from the top of a building, the angle of elevation is 60 degrees. From here it is 60. When you are taking an angle, you should draw a horizontal parallel to the base. So it is 60 degrees. Now what did they say? The angle of depression of the foot, when he is observing the depression here, it is 45. So when you are writing the depression angle also, there should be a horizontal. We can use the same horizontal 45 degrees. Since this line is parallel to the base, this will become 45 degrees. Understand? And it is 7, this will be 7. Let us take this as H, ABCD, let us take this as E. Now, determine the height of the tower. You have to find out the height of the tower. Let us find. First of all, let us take this as X and X. I take the small triangle from triangle ABD. If I take tan 45, it is 7 by x, opposite side by adjacent. 1 equal to 7 by x, x equal to 7 meters. Now, I take the big triangle, upper triangle, from triangle AEC, tan 60 equal to h by x, root 3 equal to h by 7, h is 7 root 3. Now, what is the height of the tower? Height of the tower is total h plus 7. So 7 root 3 plus 7. When you take 7 common, it becomes root 3 plus 1 meter. See the 13th question. As observed from the top of a 75-meter lighthouse, there is a lighthouse here, AB, and the length is 75-meter lighthouse. From the sea level, the angles of depression of two ships are 30 and 45. If one ship is exactly one behind the other, find the distance between the two ships. Yes, there are two ships. This is the sea. This is the sea. There are two ships here. Ship 1, ship 2. The angle of depression means you have to draw a horizontal here. Angle of depression of first one is 30 and the other one is 45. So in these two, which is 30 and which is 45? So 45 will be heighter. That means less slope. So this will be 45 and this will be 30. If this is 30, this is 30. Because when you move towards, the angle increases. And this is 45, this will be 45. And you are asked to find out y. Distance between the ships is y. Okay, let us take the first triangle. From triangle ABP, tan 45 is equal to 75 by x, 1 equal to 75 by x, x equal to 75 meters. So let us take the big triangle. From triangle ABQ, tan 30, 75 by x plus y 1 by root 3, 75 by 75 plus y, cross multiply, 75 plus y is 75 root 3. So y is equal to 75 root 3 minus 75, take 75 common, it becomes root 3 minus 1 meter. You can leave like that. Right, see the 14th question. A 1.2 meter tall building, the figure is also given here, we draw a little different. 1.2 meter tall building, observes the balloon here, there is a balloon here. A, B, let us take C. 1.2 meter tall, good. What is happening here? And the balloon is at a height of 88.2. It is at 88.2. Now, we write that later, I tell you. Now, the angle of elevation of the balloon from his eyes, from the eyes of the girl at any instant is 60 degrees. Now, the angle of elevation of the balloon is 60. So, we have to draw a horizontal here. So, it is 60 degrees. 60 degrees. Now, what happened? After some time, the angle of elevation reduces to 30 degrees. After some time, the balloon moves like this. The balloon moved like this. So, it changed its position to PQ. QP. The balloon moved like that. Balloon moved like that. The angle of elevation changed from 60 to 30 degrees. Now, draw a horizontal here. If this is 1.2 and total is 88.2, this will be 87. 87. This will be R and this will be E. Let us take this as E. Now, what did they say? Find the distance traveled by the balloon. Distance traveled is this is X. Let us take this as X and this as Y. This as Y. So, which one we take first? This is 87. This will be 87. From triangle BED. Let us take the triangle BED. BED. It will be 60. Tan 60 is equal to 87 by Y. So, root 3 is equal to 87 by Y. Y is equal to 87 by root 3. We need X actually. So, I take from triangle DRQ, tan 30. Tan 30 is equal to 87 by X plus Y. 1 by root 3. 87 by X plus Y. Cross multiply. X plus Y is equal to 87 root 3. So, X is equal to 87 root 3 minus Y. So, X is equal to 87 root 3 minus 87 by root 3. Take 87 common. Root 3 minus 1 by root 3. 87 into LCM is root 3. 3 minus 1. So, 87 means 87 into 2 by root 3. 174 by root 3. You can also write this as 58 into 3 by root 3. You can cancel this. It becomes 58 root 3 meters. See the 15th question. A straight highway leads to the foot of the tower. There is a straight highway. It leads to the foot of the tower. This is a tower here. A, B is a tower. What is happening? A man standing at the top of the tower observes a car at an angle of depression 30. There is a car here. There is a car here. He observes this angle of depression as 30 degrees. 30 degrees. Which is approaching the foot of the tower with a uniform speed. It is coming with a uniform speed. 6 seconds later, the angle of depression of the car is found to be 60. After 6 seconds, it has become 60. It has become 60. Before it was 30, now it has become 60. And let us take distance as X and distance as Y. And the time is 6 seconds. It is the distance is X. Time is 6 seconds. 6 seconds later. Find the time taken by the car to reach the foot of the tower. How much time it takes to reach Y? To reach A. Okay, first we will find out X and Y. Let us take this as a H. Then we go with the time. Now see, from the first triangle ABCD we take. From the first triangle BAD, tan 60 h by y. So it is root 3 h by y. So y you can take it as h by root 3. In the same way, from triangle BAC, tan 30 h by x plus y 1 by root 3 h by x plus y, cross multiplying x plus y is equal to h root 3, x equal to h root 3 minus 1, h root 3 minus h by root 3, take h common, root 3 minus 1 by root 3 become h into 3 minus 1 by root 3, 2h by root 3. So it's told. So y and h values we have. Now what happens? To travel x distance, it takes 6 seconds. Direct proportion. To travel y distance, how much time it takes? That is the story. How much time it takes? Direct proportion is what we do. This by this into this. This by, or otherwise you can also take it as x into this into this. Let us take this as some p. Okay? So p into x is equal to 6 into y. P into what is x? X value is 2h by root 3. 6 into y is h by root 3. You can cancel h and root 3. So 2 also it cancels. So p equal to takes 3 seconds to reach the foot of the tower. Understand? This is the direct proportion. When you have something like direct proportion, these two multiplication is equal to product of these two. Okay? Now see the 16th question. The angles of elevation of the top of a tower from 2 points at a distance of 4 meters. There is a tower here, there is a tower AB. The angles of elevation of 2 points P and Q. Both the elevations they are taking. The angles of elevation of the tower from 4 meters and 9 meters. This is 4 and total is 9. This is 9 meters. From the foot of the tower are found to be complementary. Complementary means if this is angle theta, this will be 90 minus theta. You are told that these two angles of elevations are complementary, means sum is 90. This two sum is 90. Okay. So you have to find out the height h. So from the first case, from triangle ABP, tan theta can be taken as h by 4. Keep it like that. From the second triangle, from triangle ABQ, tan 90 minus theta. Again, tan of this is opposite by h by 9. What is 90 minus theta tan? When you apply it, becomes cot theta h by 9. This is 2. This is 1. But what we know, cot theta can be taken as 1 by tan theta equal to h by 9. But I know the value of tan theta here. It is h by 4 equal to h by 9. So it becomes 4 by h is equal to h by 9. Cross multiply. 36 is equal to h square. So h is equal to 6 meter. All the best.